I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psychacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the subject of today's short talk is never reject yourself. Never reject yourself. Always force other people to reject you. This is extremely important. A lot of people miss out on all kinds of interesting and rewarding opportunities, whether they're romantic or professional, because of the lack of self-confidence in their ability to perform. It is not for you to decide what is valuable to somebody else. It's not even for you to decide what would be sufficient or adequate for somebody else. When you reject yourself, you're basically saying, I already know what works and what doesn't work for you, and I've judged myself negatively relative to those projected standards. Consequently, I'm either going to drop out entirely or volunteer the information that will allow you to evaluate me as negatively as I evaluate myself. Secretly, of course, the hope is that the other will accept me anyway, and I will be able to secure the opportunity with a clean conscience and a divestiture of responsibility. For instance, I might have a hunch that I'm not exactly what an employer is looking for in an employee. Maybe I don't have exactly the experience the company is looking for. However, if I say that in a job interview and I'm accepted anyway, it's kind of the company's fault if I don't perform on par with expectations. My conscience is clean because I didn't lead anybody on. Of course, saying something along those lines in a job interview is an excellent way to be rejected for a position, and I could very well have been mostly what the company was looking for. But because of my self-rejecting disclosures, everyone kind of loses as a result. It's kind of like poker, man. You see your cards, nobody else does. You could be looking at your hand and you have a 2-7. Man, I got a handful of nothing. But if you fold your hand out of your own hopelessness without anybody calling or raising, then you've completely eliminated the chances of a successful outcome, however slim you perceive such an outcome to be. Maybe the situation will change on the flop. Maybe the situation will change because other people will see that you've hung on that long, and they'll begin to doubt their own hands as a result. Like, man, he must have something, or else he would have given up by now. You don't need to have pocket aces to win a poker hand. You just need a better hand than everybody else at showdown, and most hands never even get to that point. A high card can win a poker hand. So you don't have to optimize. You don't have to be the best. And you certainly don't have to fold your own hand, even if there's a low chance of success. Very, very important to keep in mind. Don't ever undercut yourself. Don't ever reject yourself. Always force other people to expend the energy to reject you. And if that's not happening, if you're not being actively rejected, assume that you're good enough. Assume that you're good enough until you receive feedback to the contrary. Thanks for listening. If you have a topic you'd like discussed in a future episode, or you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.